Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Shemaine, aka Terry McGinnis, coming at you with some Pilot Hunter. And in this video, it's not the best of gameplays. That's kind of not the point. But I'm actually doing this video, and I can't believe I'm actually able to do it. And I'm going to pretty much rant about a couple of things in Titanfall that have really began to piss me off to the point where it's making the game extremely difficult for me to play. I hardly play it every day. I play it maybe once every other day, once every 2 days, because it's getting to the point where things are just starting to build up for me, and obviously my season's coming around, so I've been getting ready for that. But it's kind of bad, guys. It's kind of bad, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that, and at least hear me out before you go ahead and dislike this if you're a Titanfall fanboy. And that's totally okay, because Titanfall is a great game, and I would consider myself pretty much fanboy too at one point in time. One topic is lag compensation, which is going to happen right here. Obviously, I'm trying to sneak up on this guy, and the whole saying goes, on my screen I was blah blah blah, but on his screen, this guy was fucking like basically watching me as I was jumping towards him. But on my screen I was a lot closer, had a significantly better chance of trying to kill him than what was actually portrayed. And then I get spawned into the similar area of right where I was killed. And that's another thing. Some spawns need to be fixed. We're going to talk about spawns. We're going to talk about the players are probably the biggest thing in this, and some weapons and whatnot. But let me start off by saying that I absolutely love Titanfall. I love Titanfall. I think it's a magnificent game. For what it is, it's a magnificent game. Marketed, obviously, as a fantastic multiplayer experience. The campaign is an issue in and of itself. We're not going to get into that because, let's be honest, you didn't buy Titanfall for the campaign. And as, Respawn put their best effort, allegedly, into making a multiplayer campaign, but it fell very short. But that's not the point. I'm going to talk about the campers. Yes, the campers are here. I wish Paul Revere was still alive so he could have warned us beforehand, but his job was already done. The campers have infiltrated Titanfall like a dildo on a porn set. I'm not even kidding. Another issue is this damn arc cannon. It's a fucking worthless weapon. But anyways, I'll get to that in a minute. The campers are here, and they're not going anywhere. They have infested this game, and they have began to infect other players. I have been seeing more and more players camp, and it's not just in a corner. You don't have to be in a corner to just camp, but on rooftops. And I know the point, like that, it's kind of common knowledge now that you want to get to an elevated position, but that doesn't mean stay there the whole fucking time until you die. Simple as that. And more people are starting to do that. The players are starting to honestly make this game so frustrating for me that I don't even want to play it. I really don't. I would rather play Last Titan Standing or something of that nature, because at least in that you can't really camp. You can't. It requires teamwork. You can't really camp in that. But the players are starting to really fuck this game up for me and a lot of people that I know and that I play with. It's not the low-level players, not at all. It's the high-level players. The high-level players are starting to become so pussified that they just do not move whatsoever. They don't move at all. They think it's a real fucking war. Nobody is starting to move anymore. When the beta was out, and the first week, the first couple of days, oh my god, everyone was running around, everyone was having a fucking great time, and just running and killing and finding all new kinds of shit. But now, after a month after the game, what happened, guys? People don't move at all. There's statues on top of buildings, fucking poaching like they're hunting deer in a forest where you have to be completely silent and just wait for a motherfucker to walk across your crosshair. And yeah, it's easy pickings, no shit. What isn't easy pickings when you're a stationary, object shooting at a fucking target that's not even running that fast? It's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying, man. There's so many people at the back of maps with R101Cs that should not be there. If you have a sniper, that's understandable because that's your optimum range. You're supposed to be a long distance engagement. You're supposed to have those. But what are you doing? What are you doing? You will have people that are still running around in buildings with shotguns and SMGs. That's what they're supposed to do. And obviously, if they have a shotgun, your chances of killing them are pretty small. It just gets a little frustrating. You can't really do anything about it because that's what they're supposed to do. But there's so many people that are just camping now, and it's so fucking annoying. It's so fucking annoying because I'm basically like, it's either you join them or you're either with them or you're against them. Simple as that. You either join in their tactics, you go find a fucking poaching spot to go ahead and sit there and pick off people forever until you die, and it's just sit there, or you run an SMG. That's another thing. Like I said, spawns. I just spawned in the similar fucking place that I was just killed. Why? There's a Titan in the vicinity. Come on, man. Come on, man. If you're gonna spawn me on the staircase, spawn me way on the ground or in a separate building. Fucking stupid shit. Anyways, it's either you join them or you become a running gun, shotgun, SMG, building. Don't ever go outside. And who the fuck likes that? If you play one-dimensional in this game, it's not fun at all. It really is not. It really is not playing fun. It's not fun to be one-dimensional in this game. There's so many different aspects to Titanfall that you need to really experience them all. And if you're just doing one thing, the same fucking style of play, especially with, just sitting in one spot, it really ruins the experience for pretty much you and everyone else around you. And like I said before, the matchmaking update, I'm not in favor of that, because now all I do is play high level players who sit and do what I just explained and sit on rooftops, or they'll be in windows and they literally will not move. They will not move at all until you flush them out, and then once you kill them, guess where they're going? They're going right back there to get in the same fucking spot that they just were. I can't stand that, man. I really cannot. I would honestly rather be a player with a even KD and have fun, run around, and in the open, not necessarily in the middle of the open, but have fun and run around and die and stuff, but have a good time, than be what I have now, or even better. Look at this, 2 straight jump kicks. What the fuck? Come on, man. And I got died basically because of that, because I would not have been there if this asshole wasn't fucking like Neo the Chosen One or some shit. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, I'd rather be a player that has an even KD, who runs around and gets a lot of kills and dies a lot but has a shitload of fun, than what I am now, basically, which is a 4.7, which is not the best. I'm not saying I'm very good. I think it's a decent KD, and I'm a decent player. I'd rather be, a guy that's amongst the lower ranks having a ton of fun than a dude that's high up there and that's not having fun at all, that just constantly gets frustrated. Like, it's so much fun playing with, the people that aren't very good. Well, one, because, you do well, but at least they're running around and not giving a shit, and they really don't care. But when you're a high-level guy, you're sitting and waiting. You're just sitting and waiting. You're biding your time. Like, I don't even know. Like, you're waiting for the fucking food or some shit. I don't fucking know. That shit's fucking annoying. It is literally making the game, like, I don't want to say unplayable, because it's still playable. It's still pretty fun, but it's making to where I really don't want to play the game on a daily basis. I really don't, because I'm just going to get more frustrated than I am going to enjoy it. It's just simple as that. And so that's campers for you. They're here to stay. They're going to infect people and other people's playstyle. And then look at this shit. I already ejected a long ass time ago, and I still fucking die. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? I don't understand that. I think Titanfall needs to, some things need to improve. There needs to be an update of some sort that updates certain weapons, such as like the arc cannon. Oh my god, that gun is fucking trash. That gun is useless. You might as well use the plasma railgun. The only thing the arc cannon is seriously good for is just mowing grunts. That's it. Because it can shock one and jump from one to another in a large group, and it can take out a lot. That's literally the only thing it's good for. The the plasma railgun does more damage to Titans. It's an instant kill, one shot. If you shoot a pilot, you might as well just use that fucking gun, because okay, here's the thing: 2 arc grenades kills a pilot. Everybody knows that. But how is it that a charge about 30% of the arc cannon does not kill a pilot in one shot? It takes 2. That doesn't make sense to me. This is a fucking Titan weapon. I can understand, one shot doesn't kill him. That makes sense. That would be really, really overpowered. But a 30% charged shot isn't 200 health, isn't 200 points of damage. I don't understand how that works. And plus, this gun also fires as if like it's a precision weapon. Like, you have to hit it within a line. So it fires basically the same thing as a plasma railgun. So why aren't you just using the plasma railgun that does more damage, is an instant kill on any sort of mobile player or character, be it a human or a grunt? I don't understand why. Why is the gun even in the game then? You do more damage to Titans, you do more damage to humans, you do more damage to everything. So what? There's literally no point in why the arc cannon it exists. It doesn't make sense to me. I also think there needs to be splash damage. It doesn't need to be a single like linear shot. If, like I said, if that's the case, then just fucking use the plasma railgun. Just have some splash damage around it. Just simple. Just add some splash damage, tweak the gun a little bit, buff it a tiny bit. Every time you have a charged shot, decently charged shot, it does more damage. What a fucking novel concept that is. Big punch. I use it because it's a lot of damage. I love it. But there's some things that really, really need to be fixed. You can, and the recovery time that it takes if you punch a guy and totally whiff, you can punch a Titan 3 fucking times. 3 times with like a normal melee. Okay, that's understandable. If you miss, there's a pretty long recovery because it's supposed to do more damage. But I don't know what it's called, like, the tracking on it is god awful. You basically have to completely aim. With the normal melee, if you're in the vicinity of a Titan that's close to you, you just mash it, you'll lock on easily, like it's nothing. But with Big Punch, you literally have to be fucking tracking him in the perfect, like, if he's running diagonally, there's almost a 90% chance you will miss. Why? Why is that? That's so dumb. That doesn't make any sense. Just because it's a stronger melee? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's so stupid. So, oh my god, that's kind of all I really wanted to rant about. I'm sorry, you guys. I hate to rant about a game that I actually really love and enjoy, but it just had to be done. There's things that really need to be improved. Some things need buffs, some things need debuffs. And the players, they're steadily getting worse, and it's steadily becoming a less enjoyable experience for me. I don't know how it is for other people, but with the new addition of these fucking campers infesting this game, it's getting to the point where I'm starting to not play it often at all, which is really unfortunate. So if you made it all the way into this video, thank you so much. I'm sorry you had to hear that. I'm out. Peace.